out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson. They'll run here with the rookie.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
On first down, Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Here's first and 10. He'll get this out wide. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 19-yard line.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete. On fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Vikings led out by the rookie, J.J. McCarthy. Won the national championship at the University of Michigan. Wasn't asked to throw it a ton during that championship run, but very athletic, very impressive. And Greg, he's the guy for the Vikes.
This is the moment, Mike. He's been working towards this day ever since hearing his name called on draft night, and he's put the work in over the last few months. This franchise clearly feels that he's ready to go. But what did he say to us the other day, Mike? He said, I kind of have to admit, it's going to be surreal walking out on that field to take my first snap as a starting NFL quarterback. And I think once he settles in and gets rid of any early nerves, he's confident that he'll show everybody that he belongs.
Here's 3rd and 2. They try and run for the first down with Jones.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Brian Burns with the sack, and that's exactly the type of play the Giants envisioned when they traded for him from Carolina back in March. Only 8 sacks a season ago, and the question was that production indicative of him as a player or more of his surroundings? But either way, he's picked up right where he left off, and he's one of the best pass rushers in the entire league.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Giants offense ready now for their second drive. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They go play action with Wilson. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wilson now to throw on third. That is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
And he'll take this down to about the 15. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's McCarthy. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Now it is 1st and goal. They'll put Addison in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line. They motion the slot man left. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He's got it at the 3. And he nearly takes it in, but they're going to say he's short of the goal line. So now it is 4th and goal. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will tie the game at 3 apiece.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. That is caught. It's Robinson. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. A carry here for Tracy. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Russ. He'll get this out to his running back. And this is a big problem going the wrong way. Out of bounds well behind the original line of scrimmage. Third and long. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. In motion, it's Jefferson. A run, it's Jones. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, here's McCarthy. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. This is Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
They'll run with Tracy. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Back to throw. Wilson. He'll try to run for it. Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. The ball comes out, but this is taken in by a teammate. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A give to Jones, heading right. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and 5. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground. He's going to have a Vikings 1st down by about 3 yards or so. He'll wind up getting 7, facing 3rd and 4. They'll put Addison in motion. Now a handoff. Jones. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. The pressure gets there. He'll go down. There's a penalty flag down as well. This could very well be a hold. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A short one taken by Hawkinson. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down. And no chance of the run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Giants' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. On the give, it's Tracy. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. 2nd down and 3. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. In motion, it's Robinson. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. On the give, it's Jones. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. This one is caught by Addison. From the gun, it's a run. It's Jones. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Now a 3rd and 2. and 2, and here's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. On first down, here's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To the air once more is McCarthy. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Throwing again is McCarthy. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. McCarthy going to look to throw again. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he's in! Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. On now for the extra point, here's Will Reichert. He gets it to go, and the Vikings take a 10-3 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. Montrell Washington now on the return. A good return here, up past the 30, but maybe a penalty allowed him to get that far. Let's see. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome to the Madden family for you and Greg. And to you at home as we take you around the NFL here on NFL Kickoff Weekend 2024. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Steelers who are out in front. Robert Woods, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. It's C.J. Stroud with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Tyler Lockett, a touchdown reception. In that first half, it was the veteran Aaron Jones who had it going. He had 3 catches in that opening part of the game and wound up with a touchdown reception as well.
Ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. So this next drive about to get going, we remind you, coming up later tonight, the regular season premiere of Sunday Night Football. It's a good one. Playoff rematch, Stafford against Goff, the Rams and the Lions from Ford Field. That's at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, we wrap up Week 1 with Monday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers gets another shot at a Monday opener. The Jets and Niners from Santa Clara, 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 West Coast time.
And after parting ways with the Packers, Jones kind of surprised some by staying in the NFC North. He signs with Minnesota, and he joins an offense that is loaded with talented skill players. So if he can continue to be the playmaker he's been throughout his career, they've got themselves a nice young group here in Minnesota, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. taking off.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle. Second down and 8. They run it once more with Jones. And he's going to pick it up. He'll take it down inside the 35 for the first down. He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Kayvon Thibodeau with the stop. Out of the gun, they give it to Jones. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll put Addison in motion. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Look wide. Get this one complete. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. On second down, it's Jones. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They look to run with Jones. And he will fight his way.